Have all year or all weekend, which is great because if anyone's close, they can go get weighed and enjoy the rest of their trip. So that is not for parents to come with. It's a good time for you if you want to go shop. Some guys will have cars, go to Walmart, do whatever you want to do there. They have your rooms are going to be your typical Disney type rooms. They have little fridges in there. You could, a lot of times everyone goes and just does bagels and cream cheese for breakfast, and save some money doing some stuff like that. Stock up your rooms however you want as far as food goes for there. So that's a perfect day to do that on Saturday. But it's probably going to take us an hour and a half depending. We want to be there by 1 o'clock for the weigh-in and we have an hour practice, and then we'll be back over at the hotel. By 7 o'clock at night, we're going to want all the boys back over here. Again, if you guys want to go do something else and go get out, you can. But the boys will need to be at 7 o'clock. We're going to do some sort of a dinner. We're trying to figure out what it is. But we'll make sure they're eat, probably last minute kind of walk through of what we're doing for the next day so everyone's on the same page. And then it's lights out to go sleep. So really quickly, how Disney works down there is there are Pop Warner officials that you will see driving around on a golf cart. They do their own little security type thing. And boys understand this. If you are running around acting like a fool, they literally will come and take you, go to your room, pack your stuff up, and kick you out, okay? You will not get a refund. They will kick you out of their resort. We've seen it done. This is not a playground. There's 10,000 kids that are around here. They don't mean you have to sit there and not talk to anyone, have a good time, but if you're doing something and they come over there and be like, enough, and you think you can do whatever you want because you're on vacation, it doesn't happen. They will remove you and your family, and you will be sent on your way. So let's not make that happen, okay? Real simple. If any of them come up to you and talk to you and you're out somewhere else, just be nice to them. One of the guys who's at our resort is one of our guys from Chicagoland. So just so you understand what there. By 10 o'clock at night, nobody can be out without a parent. Now, that doesn't mean that if you guys stay out late one night and you're after 10 o'clock at a park, you can stay out as late as you want as long as you're with an adult. When you come back, you just go walk back to your rooms. Okay, so everyone kind of understand that. Doesn't mean you have to be in your room at 10 o'clock. If it's your night off and you're at one of the late parks till 1 in the morning, stay out as long as you want. They don't want kids just wandering around the hotel at night for safety reasons, as you can all understand. And that's the main thing. When you get down there, one of the best values that you will have is their refillable cups. You buy them in the food court. They're $20. And basically, it's for their length of the stay. The boys can go to and from and fill them up as much as they want for drinks. We don't know where our resort is or our building is as far as in the resort, but usually it's within a short walking distance, and the guys like to go walk together and get something to drink and come back. We'll have Sharpies that put the names on the bottom. We had over the past couple of years, we would buy them and go from there, but what we found the last few years is every day we just find them laying on the ground. Kids just leave them out there, and if we bought everyone we have 3 football teams and 2 cheer squads down there, it would cost the league $4,000 or something like that, something crazy. So if you want to buy it on your own, they're $20. So it's a great value. Josh is going to talk real quick about this gear and how we're handling the gear that's there. And then Roberta is going to give you everything you need to know about Disney. 2 things before that. If you did order extra spiritware, something that had to be switched, the national stuff, they're working on it. I don't know exactly when it's going to be ready. With the storm today, I don't know if they were closed, but we're working on that. We do have a few extras that are up here already, if you're interested in that. Some people mentioned the value cards still. You still have the rest of the week. If you want a chunk of value cards, you're going to keep whatever money you make from them. If you want to go out and get in your neighborhood and sell them, go ahead and do it. We offered it on Friday and on Saturday and had a very low turnout that came out to sell them. But if you want to go sell some on your own, come see Roberta afterwards. You just pay the $1 for the card, and you can go walk around the neighborhood and sell all you want and make extra spending money. Have it on you. Josh, talk about the gear.
So your gear needs to be packed and ready to go tomorrow after practice. Coach Michelini will be there to take your practice gear following practice for all of our levels, okay? So you'll need to bring a change of clothes for your boys post-practice. And all you're going to do is walk over to Coach Brian. You're going to take the practice pants, drop them in one bag, practice jersey, drop them in another, and you don't have to worry about it again. Coach Mark and the board have offered to wash that for you, so you don't have to worry about it. It takes away a step from you once we get back. Now, after we've given over your practice gear, you're going to take your game apparel, your football wear, and put them in a bag of some kind. Pee Wee, I'll have bags for you tomorrow, so don't worry about it. JV, Coach Owanski will be driving the trailer down there. Everyone, please make sure you're thanking him. He's saving you at least $15. I know we've asked all players that are putting their bags in that trailer to give $10 to help pay for the rental, which was taken care of through Coach Mark and Coach Steve, through the Hoffman U-Haul, through a friend of Coach Mark's. If you get an opportunity, you need a U-Haul, go to U-Haul and Hoffman. Okay, that's my plug, shameless, albeit. With that being said, once whatever your football wear is, right, your spikes, your game pants, your girdle, your shoulder pads, your jersey, although there's a part of me that says maybe you should bring your jersey and your own stuff, but whatever, your helmet, all that stuff needs to go in that bag to go on that trailer. Do not show up tomorrow and try to hand it loose to Coach Owanski.
I will not take it.
You need to have it in a bag of some kind. Your options are obvious. Whatever Nike bag you have, marked with your name on it. Whatever random bag you have, with your name on it. A plastic garbage bag, with your name on it. Okay? Now, all of that stuff will be driven down by Coach Owanski. You will have that gear. Coach Steve, when are you planning on arriving?
Either Saturday morning, if not Saturday, 10 o'clock.
Okay? And we will make sure we find a way to communicate with you that we have the gear. Okay? The reason why I would suggest keeping your jersey is according to the national paperwork that we received, when you weigh in, you'll be weighing in with your game jersey. Correct? So, keep that game jersey separate just to be on the safe side. God forbid Coach Owanski goes through a blizzard.
Just scratch that. Don't pack your game jersey. So everyone got it. Keep it in your luggage.
Don't put it in your checked luggage. Put it in your carry-on.
Carry-on. Wear
If your
it.
checked luggage gets lost, your jersey will get lost.
Wear it on the airplane, whatever. So when that stuff gets down there, Coach Owanski will be in the lobby, or when he pulls up, you guys come grab your bags, take it to your rooms. Now, with that being said, this is also a benefit to you on the way back, because you can send it back with Coach Owanski. We did this 2 years ago. You can go right to the shed, have that dropped off. On the day of equipment check-in, you're basically showing up to make sure that everything's turned in. Makes it pretty simple. I think 2 years ago, all we lost was one bag, coincidentally my nephew, and last year, you guys lost nothing. So it's easy for you. You don't have to check a bag in. Again, we ask that you give $10. Pee Wee, please give the money to me. JV, give it to Coach Corey. And then that way he can get it to Coach Steve. It'll pay for the rental and a little bit of his gas money. Okay?
Yeah, then as soon as we're done down there, whichever the day it is, you literally will just go and put everything back in the trailer and you're done. You don't have to worry about coming back when you get back for another equipment hand-in day. The gear's all right there and it's sent back with us. All right, good. Any questions about the gear thing? And that will be tomorrow night. Yes.
Sorry, just a little one. We're driving.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You can bring her on. That's right.
Yep.
All right, Roberta's going to talk about Disney.
Okay, so late this afternoon, I sent out a really long packet, really big file, and that's why I had to send it through my regular emails. If you didn't get it, it's in your spam. If you didn't get it, your coaches have it. You can ask them to forward it to you. I tried to make it as small as I could, but the pictures were just too big. Info was just too much. So, like Coach Mark said, we'll be down there Wednesday. I will know at that point if I have to check which one of you in. Hopefully, Coronado has fixed the problem they had a couple years ago, where I had to stand there literally with every single person and check you in. If that is the case, you will get a text from your coaches and instructions on how to check in with you. Hopefully, you'll check in like a normal human being would check into any hotel, get your wristbands and all that kind of stuff. If you signed up with your Disney experience and already got your wristbands in the mail, that doesn't mean your room will be ready when you get to the hotel. So you'll have to still go through that process of making sure your room is ready and that kind of stuff. This is just a packet with just a lot of information on the Magical Express. If you're doing that, Disney has not sent me their vouchers yet, so hopefully I'll have them before we get on the plane on Wednesday and I can get them to you guys. If not, I'll be doing that when we get to Florida on Wednesday. The vouchers are simply a code that when you get to Magical Express, you're going to say your name, your code. They're going to say, okay, you're clear to get on. Even without the code, you're going to be cleared on their list because I gave them a list with your name on it. It will be for the people in the room. So people who are ghosting, there's a chance you're taking I've talked to everybody about their chance and that kind of stuff. The resort information's in here. They're updated pictures. It's everything that Disney has given us as the most accurate information on what the hotel has opened and closed and what you can do and what you can't do. And then Disney's and Pop Warner's rules are in here as well. So the curfew's in there for the 10 o'clock being quiet, regardless of whether you played or not played. Also in here this year, we were able to get information from ESPN on things you can bring into ESPN, things you can't bring into ESPN, things you can buy at ESPN. There's little kiosks for the boys stuff. Kind of when you come in and go down the stairs at ESPN, there's a little store where you can buy stuff. There's also, I think the boys stuff is in the store in the concession stands too. The girls stuff is inside the HP Arena.
How that works is, so they have little shops set up for regular merchandise that's down there. And when you get to the hotel, depending on where we are, they'll have 2 pickup points for just going to ESPN and back to the Wide World of Sports Complex. There'll be a bus on each side. And during then, they have some merchandise type stuff, and then they have it there. When you get to the Wide World of Sports Complex and you get inside, they have a little sports bar inside that you can go eat or hang out between the games or whatever like that as parents. And then you'll see a whole bunch of little shopping type things. But it's kind of nice because the little ones that they have, and if you want to buy something, go look right away when you get there, because the next couple days it's all picked through. And if you're going to wait and be like, oh, I'll just get it in a few days, what you want may be gone, you can only get it online.
Parent code of conduct things in here, just so everybody remembers how to behave, so we don't have any issues with that. Worst thing that can happen is someone's bad and gets the entire program kicked out of the play. So we all have to be good for each other. Whether we played or not, whether the girls are done, whether the boys are done, we all have to be good. And then there's information about the party on Wednesday. If you are in the room, on the room block that we did, you automatically will have your ticket in an envelope when you check in. There'll be a separate little credit card, and on the back of it, it will say celebration ticket. It will not be the one that you use to go into the regular parks, but it will say celebration ticket. When we get down there on probably Thursday, we will go and we will get the passes for all the boys and all the coaches. We will write their names on all of them on the back, and then I take a picture of every single one in case you guys lose. The boys that have multiple siblings on multiple teams will be given their card. The parent will be given their card so they can come watch each other. Especially with, the girls, that's later in the week and stuff. So you'll be responsible for your kid's card. The coach will keep everyone else's because they're going to use their finger and the card to get in every single time they go in and out of ESPN. We leave the coach have those until their last time they can come in and out. That way, very few of them will get lost then. And the head coach will have all of the coach's cards unless they would like to give it away from it.
So a couple things. So this real quick. This party Wednesday night, because this is kind of new for some people. It's at Animal Kingdom. They pretty much shut it down just for Pop Warner. If you want to ride something special at Animal Kingdom, go do that during the week. The party is a lot of fun, but it's a huge melee, to be honest with you. Every team that's there for Pop Warner is there that night. It's fun for the kids. They walk around. Everything's free when you walk in. They have food stations all over, all you can eat and all you can drink. They have little DJ areas that everyone kind of hangs out at. It's fun to kind of experience it, but if you're going there and being like, oh, I'm going to wait till Wednesday night and I want to go, last year it was the Avatar thing. People literally waited like 3 hours Wednesday night in line for Avatar. If you want to do Avatar, no. Now, there is a Disney app. And you can already go on there, and as you get your itineraries and know your free days and are building what you're going to do, you can start getting fast passes during those days of the stuff you want to ride as it is. You can build it right through there. So start thinking about doing that. Roberta covered real quick about the code of conduct. Yes, we covered that because we had problems last year. God forbid one of our teams lose, and people are like, oh, we know we only have one game. It doesn't mean that it becomes a free-for-all. Parents, this is not a nightclub. While you're down there, remember that there are kids walking around. They're watching what your behavior is as well. That's something that we have to address while there's other kids around, and we're going to make sure we do that this year. What else?
If you have any problem checking into your room, please call me or text me. And then Sally and I will help you get it figured out. Go ahead.
Parking pass?
If you are renting a car When you get to the hotel, they will give you a piece of paper about this big to stick in your car window that gives you the freedom to park in the Coronado all you want. Parking at everywhere else is free. The parks are free. The parks are free. ESPN is free. The parks are free.
So you can park in.
We talked about this a little bit beforehand. A day or so before you go, you want your boys to start taking some sort of emergency or airborne. Okay? There's a lot of germs. They're going to be going in an airplane. They're going to be in a different hotel room. I will tell you this. We have had teams almost get destroyed because the flu sweeps through them. So you need to worry about that the first couple days. Definitely where we have our first couple games that are going in there. Boys too, your health while you're down there. You're going to be in a different climate. It's only supposed to be mid-70s, so we don't have to worry about it being really hot. We've been down there where it's been mid-90s. But while you're down there, you have to make sure you are hydrating yourself. And there's a lot of opportunity to literally walk around all day and just eat pizza or the little Disney steaks or whatever. You have to make sure that you're eating something that's decent. Okay. That's it. Corey, you want to cover anything?
Yeah, we got those.
I guess you emailed to everyone, so they're
I did email it.
All right,
Yes,
so
I did.
yeah, JV, anyone needs a copy of the itinerary? It's going to be up here. Josh, you have copies, or you're going to wait?
Yeah, I want to get it out there.
Okay.
Just real quick, you guys got the itinerary we sent out. Some of the times, obviously, we're dependent on the practice time we can book and things like that. Mark was going to go on there and get that up and going as soon as the site opens. Anticipate first day when you get there, please.